Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you see this video. This is Tracy. Thank you. I want to just jump right in. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for the views. And thank you so very much for the comments. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I'm just gonna, this is gonna be on TikTok. If it's longer than 10 minutes and you want to see the full video, please look at YouTube at Sweet Spot eMagazine. So, the bottom of the deck, somebody's doing some research. They're looking at something. They're looking closely at something now. It's like before they missed something, but now they're starting to see something. We have the Three of Wands, the World, the Knave of Coins, and the Two of Coins. So, yeah, someone is turning their back towards the past, closing out some cycles. They're moving on. It's like it's time for them to move on. But the most important thing is, like, as they close out these cycles, as they move on from the past, their ships start coming in. Because while they're concentrating back there, nothing is coming here. But as they stop concentrating back there and start concentrating in the present, not even in the future, in the present, what's here and what's now? What is it that you know for sure, here and now, today? That's when the ships start coming in. That's the present. And with the Knave of Coins and the Two of Coins, you feel like, or I feel that this person feels like it's like they want to start over. They want to apologize. They want to make things right. They want to look at things differently, because now they see how they were juggling. Now they were seeing how they were maybe playing, looking at things in a skewed light. How their sense of equality was actually even off. It's like what they were looking for is only something that could be held in the hand. So at that point, at that time, that's what they thought was important. But completing these cycles, seeing things differently, they see that that wasn't really important. What was really important was the love, was the emotion, was the relationship, was the tenderness that only something from the heart can bring. It's great to have all of those tangible items, but if your heart's not happy, you're not happy. No matter how much you buy, no matter how much you make, no matter how much you spend, no matter what you spend it on, if you in here, up here, around here, not happy, it's never going to be enough. You're never going to find peace. You're never going to really smile from within. You're never going to be content with what you have. If you don't have this. If you don't have love. I keep telling everyone what the secret to life is. How to be abundant. How to be creative. how to flourish, how to be able to nourish. Because it came as a dream to me. It seems so simple, but it's truth. The secret to a happy life is love. That's it. You have to love everyone else as God loves you. Because that's loving everyone else better than you might love you at that time. And it's learning how to love you as God loves you. Look at everything in a totally different light. Look at everything from a spiritual perspective, like this person's doing. You see all of this? They're looking at everything in a totally different perspective. They're being enlightened, completely enlightened about how they were in love. Maybe they were immature. Maybe they felt like they didn't know any better. Maybe they purposely withheld. Maybe they just felt like, maybe they were just raised that way, to not show emotion, to not express yourself, to keep the other person guessing, like it was a control tactic. Like, if I can make you beg for my love, you're going to stay. But they see that's not the truth. And this ain't begging season. Ain't nobody begging to stay with somebody who feels like they want to make you beg. All you're doing is putting swords in your own back, thinking that somebody has to beg to be with you, or to beg you to stay, or to beg you to do right, or to beg you to stop doing wrong, or to beg you to see them, or to beg. Ain't nobody got time for that. You're seeing that now. Now you're seeing it. Now you're understanding the truth of the situation. That light bulb went off. The light bulb went off. I'm just hearing that song. God is trying to tell you something. I hope you're listening. I hope you're listening. It's time for you to move forward. Spirit is moving you forward. Things are moving forward for you at an incredibly fast rate. Fast pace. Put your seatbelt on. This is not skirmish season. Put your seatbelt on. Them changes that you said you wanted to make, they happening right now. Right here and right now. But guess what? Those changes that you said you wanted to make, they're happening within you. So you can't ask somebody else to change without you changing. You got to ask Spirit to change you. And that's what changes your situation. You see how you automatically went from the 10 to the 5. One spirit got involved. Because you said, I don't want you to change them to be with me. I want you to change me to be without them. And at that point, Spirit said, I got your back. Don't worry, boo. You ain't said but a word. Spirit pressed that button. It was like, boop. That was easy. Because when you ask for help, when you in your heart and in your soul and in your spirit together cry out and ask for help, God steps in and says, I got you. You ain't said nothing but a word because you belong to me. You're part of my legacy. I'm not going to see you fail. I'm only going to see you rise. You see all of this? You see all of these gifts that I have for you? I intend for you to reach up and to grab each and every one of them. But you're going to have the strength to do it. And I'm going to help you. But you need to stay on the straight and narrow and follow my lead. Someone is worried. Someone is concerned. Someone is like up at night trying to think, am I doing the right thing? You know what? The right thing is not staying in purgatory, especially if you hot and sweaty. Especially if you ask God for help. And when God steps in and removes everything and everybody and places you in a period where it's just you seeing that God is there taking care of you, because with the 9 of coins, you got everything that you need. You got everything that you need. Your rent is paid, your car note's paid, your insurance is paid, your electricity is paid, the gas is paid, you got gas in your car, you got money to go out, you got money to buy your clothes, you got money to buy your food, you got this, you got that, your internet's working, your Wi-Fi's working, your cell phone's on, this or that, your credit cards are paid, your student loan is paid, this and that, You're good. You're good. You're good. You ain't got nothing to worry about, boo. Like I said, you just have to have the strength to get over this bullshit that no longer serves you. You got everything that you need with this magician card poking out. But you have to have the strength to understand that these people were trying to play tricks on you. You have to understand, and you have to be strong enough. You have to be wise enough. You have to be knowledgeable enough. You have to be open up all of, ask God to help you open up all of your chakras so that you can see, hear, understand, feel, smell, everything that you need to keep you safe. Everything. Because you have everything that you need. All you have to do is ask God, ask Spirit, ask Allah, the Most High. And that giving and that receiving is right there. It's like an activation. It's like, you got it. No problem. No problem, because guess what? Spirit is trying to get you away with the 6 of Swords from all of this conflict. Spirit is moving you away from all of this conflict. And it's happening now. Spirit says it's activated right now. Something is coming. Something is happening. It almost seems like it's a destruction, but it's actually like a blessing. Like they say, it's a blessing in disguise. And when that blessing in disguise comes, it's going to seem like it's a shock. And it is going to be a shock for somebody. But it's going to be a negative shock for somebody who was playing games with somebody else's money and their feelings and their emotions, and they was lying about shit. They was lying. This person was lying, acting like they had all the money in the world, like they got all the options in the world, like they all of this, but they wasn't. They was faking the funk. They was hoping that you was going to be stupid. They was hoping that you was going to remain blind. Not able to see. But you saw it. Especially if you had to go into a period where you were by yourself. That's when you started looking at everything totally different, including yourself. Including seeing maybe how some ego was there, how some pride was there, how something was there, how you just, or maybe wasn't as strong as you should have been in situations where it called for you to have strength. But now you have the strength. Now you have the strength, and it's time to move on. This is the perfect time. You're feeling emotionally stable. You're feeling like you have really emotionally matured. You've had an opportunity to deal with some things, to come to terms with some things, to come to grips with some things regarding your relationships. Whether this is one particular relationship or all of your relationships. I feel that this was all of your relationships that you had an opportunity to look at. And out of those relationships, there was a relationship that time was up. Time was up. Because you didn't know what was happening. It was going here and there. You was told it was going to do this. It was going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to do this and we're going to do that. But it was just words. It was just words. It was just energy thrown out there to try and keep you confused. Keep you building on something that was never going to come to fruition. Look at the hourglass. Time is up. We got the Knight of Cups that came in the upright. Someone is thinking about how they need to approach someone else with an apology. Well, they need to approach someone else with some feeling, with some emotion, with something. And then we had the Three of Cups and the King of Swords that came in sideways. Because, with this, this person knows that this conversation that they gotta have, this heartfelt conversation, has to do with this lion-ass King of Swords, who created this Three of Cups situation. Not only was it just a Three of Cups situation, but they have to answer to the lies that were told. And maybe this this Knight of Cups is coming in talking about this lying ass motherfucker. Excuse my French. S'il vous plaît. Who created all of this lies and deceit. Let's grab another deck real quick. The bottom of the deck, can't make this up. Can't make this up. Cycles closing. Spirit says you either get on board or you get ran over. Not one or the other. There ain't no coattailing. Spirit says it's time. It's time for you to bring it to the water. Bring it to the water. It's like you have to just say it. Just do it. Just make them move. Just put the energy out there. Don't even worry about being worried about it. Because sometimes worry and fear is going to keep you stuck. If it's the right decision, if it's the right move, it's the right way, it's time. It's time to close these cycles, these ends, these years of bullshit, these years of stuff that just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. And the longer you stay around, the more it's going to be confusing. The more you're going to be confused. The longer you stay around, the longer you're going to be in purgatory. The longer you're going to be sad. The longer you're going to be upset. The longer you stay around, it's like the longer you prolong your suffering. I'm getting the message. I'm just trying to, because it's saying it so fast. Okay, wait a minute. Thank you, Spirit. So the longer you stay around, has to do with someone else's karma. It's because it's like it's not even your karma. It's someone else's karma. And the longer you stay around, the longer you partake in their karma. It's this person. This King of Swords. It's this person that's the one you need to get away from. That's the one you really don't know. That's the one that's trying to harm you. Then there's this Queen of Swords. She's a star. She's the truth teller. And the thing with the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, he might be smart, but he ain't got nothing on that Queen of Swords. Because that Queen of Swords, she's a go-getter. And she will go get his ass. She will cut his head off. You best believe that. But it's like the longer you stay around someone, it's like the longer you are choosing to partake in receiving their karma. Your life is going downhill because their life is going downhill. You have to separate yourself. You have to cleanse yourself. Whether you need to get you a smudge, whether you need to get you some rock salt, whatever you need to do, you need to, and this is the truth. The Spirit says this is the truth. You need to separate yourself and you need to spiritually cleanse yourself. If not, all of that negativity is going to stay attached. And if it stays attached, you're not going to be happy. Where you're at, this is what you got. That's what you got. Where you're at, this is what you got. It's time for you to be alone. It's time for you to do your own thing. It's time for you to strike out on your own. Because right now, that's what you got. It's like somebody is just stubborn. They're trying to prove a point. They're trying to prove a point to somebody else. But they're not proving a point to anyone. Because you can only prove to yourself. You can't prove to anyone else. And maybe this person is trying to prove a point to themselves, but deep down inside, they know the truth. Deep down inside, they know what's really up. You can only lie to yourself so much. You can only lie to yourself so much. Because deep down inside, the truth, you know the truth, always comes out. Always. I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Always. Don't even lie to yourself. Don't be stubborn. You better accept your life as it is and keep moving it forward. Let the past go. Forgive yourself. And forgive anyone that you feel wronged you. Forgive yourself. Don't live in a life of regret. Do some studying. Get some things straight. Learn some things. Take some courses, take some classes if you have to get over whatever it is so that you can have this brand new, bright beginning after you've done your period of healing. You can do this. You can do this. I'm going to pull one card from the stack. Which one, Spirit? One with self. Understand spirit and self.